hot chocolate, there's a few ingredients that you will need. You need a lot of chocolate, obviously. I like to use about 100 grams of a really good quality dark chocolate, so at least 85% cocoa solid, and then 300 grams of any milk chocolate. You also need 40 grams of cocoa powder, 110 grams of icing sugar, powdered sugar I think it's known as in North America, and then you'll need some marshmallows to decorate. As well as these ingredients, you are also going to need an ice cube tray. I like to use, this is a really big one, it's designed for huge individual cubes of ice. I think they're 2 inches square, and it means you get a really good size hot chocolate swirler to fit into a really big mug. And you're also going to need some lolly sticks as well. Okay, so let's get started. So the first thing I've done is just broken up all of that chocolate and put it in a heat-proof jug. And now what I'm going to do is melt this. I'm going to do it over a pan of simmering water. You can of course do it in the microwave if you want. The key is to make sure that you don't get any water in the chocolate, because that's what makes it go grainy. So you just need to gently melt that all down until you have a really nice smooth melted chocolate. So I've just spent about 10 minutes melting down that chocolate very gently over a pan. You can see it's gone lovely and smooth and lovely and shiny. So what we need to do is now add in our dry ingredients. So in this bowl I have 40 grams of cocoa powder and 110 grams of icing sugar. So I'm just going to pour that into my chocolate mix, and then I'm just going to stir that and mix it in. Okay. It will start to obviously thicken up if you've added all of this sugar into it, but just keep stirring it round and it will all absorb. You will still have quite a liquid mix at the end of it all. Easier to hold it by the handle, so I'll spin it round and do that. Okay, so just give that a really good mix till it goes nice and smooth again. Okay. Okay, so you can see that is again gone back to being nice and smooth. Okay, what we need to do now, and working quite quickly because we don't want it to set, is we need to pour it into our mould. So melting the chocolate in a jug does help with making this quite straightforward. Okay, try to resist licking your fingers because it does taste pretty good. Okay. You can of course use a smaller ice cube tray if you'd prefer. I just like making these that are really luxurious. You know, I don't think there's much better than having a really big mug of hot chocolate. It is Christmas after all. Okay, these will last about a week and a half in the fridge, so you don't want to make them too far in advance of when you're going to give them or when they're going to be eaten. Okay, so I've just basically filled those up, and I'm just going to give them a bit of a smooth out. Okay. So those moulds are probably about 2/3 of the way full. I'm just going to give them a quick drop. If we drop the mould a couple of times, they will flatten out. And what I'm now going to do is I'm just going to get a cloth, and I'm just going to clean up the edges where I have dribbled a little bit of chocolate. So what I've done is I've just cleaned up the tray, and I've actually given it about an hour in the fridge, so it is starting now to set. What I've got are some lolly sticks, you could use little wooden spoons, are quite nice for this as well. And what I'm going to do is take a marshmallow and firstly thread that through onto my lolly stick, push that up, and then I am just going to push this into the middle of our chocolate, push the stick right down to the bottom, just like that. I'll do another one. So push it through the marshmallow. You can of course decorate these however you want. You could put you know, sprinkles and hundreds and thousands and all sorts. Just make sure the marshmallow is pushed into the chocolate so that it's going to stick there and that the stick goes right down to the bottom. I'm going to finish off doing those and then I'm going to put it back into the fridge overnight, where these will go really nice and hard and set, and then all you need to do is pop them out of your mould and decorate them, and they're ready to give as gifts. So these have been in the fridge for quite a few hours now. Ideally leave them overnight, but they are pretty much set solidly. All we need to do then is pop them out of the mould, which they will do relatively easy, just like a big ice cube would. And we're left with a lovely block of chocolate with our little marshmallow on top, ready to dunk into a big mug of warm milk to make a delicious hot chocolate. You can obviously wrap these and gift them however you like. This is the way I'm going to be presenting them, and I will show you how to make this on a video that I showed you yesterday, so do go out and check that one out.